Why is it that for some of us, change feels so hard? Sometimes it even feels harder than suffering and comfort. That strange sense of comfort, even when it's uncomfortable, can still feel safer. And honestly, that's how I felt for most of 2025, like I was simply existing. There were moments throughout the year where I was jolted out of that feeling, but the fear of change quickly crept back in and consumed me. It felt unnatural to want more for myself, so instead of working through those fears, I sat with them in silence. I ignored them, hoping they would go away. But eventually, the things I once found comfort in began to fall apart. The blissful fruit withered. I came to realize that what I was experiencing wasn't burnout from overworking, but from settling. For a while, I faded into the background, not wanting to be a burden or add stress. But in doing so, I dimmed myself. I tucked away the parts of me that deserved light. A few weeks ago, I wrote an essay for my English class about the path I'm currently on. In my first draft, I noticed something was off. There was this huge disconnect. Rather than acknowledging my fears as internal, I found myself pointing fingers at society, at my family, and everything but me. And while those external pressures are real and valid, I realized something important. In the end, only I can decide how I live. Whether I'm liked or not, I'm the only one who has to live with me. So why not be the person who creates the life I'm meant to live? I still submitted my first draft, even though I felt the disconnect. As expected, both my peers and professor noticed it too. It wasn't until I truly reconnected with myself that I wrote the final version, and I loved it. These days, I often remind myself, it's not a matter of if, but when. Why deny myself something I was born to experience? That mindset is what led me back to my blog again. It's this intuitive pull that keeps telling me I'm meant to be here. I'm meant to write, no matter the circumstances. Creative expression is how I leave my mark. Change has opened up so many small but meaningful doors for me, ones I wouldn't have seen if I stayed still. I wouldn't have discovered my love for school if I hadn't gone back. I wouldn't have discovered my love for writing if I hadn't started my blog. And I wouldn't have realized I'm actually pretty good at storytelling if I never tried creating for YouTube. Each of those steps felt uncomfortable at first, but right? And while these changes may seem small, choosing to make them, rather than staying stuck in the cycle of just existing, is what helps me emerge from burnout. Honestly, it might even be what's dissolving the fears I've held onto for years. So, here's what I've learned. Never be afraid of the vision planted in your mind. No matter how limited things may feel, your dreams wouldn't exist if they weren't meant to be lived out by you. Nourish the plant within you. Water it with belief, intention, and movement. Because yes, change is hard, but never changing is harder. If you're interested in reading a physical copy of my short story, I have my blog linked at the top of my channel, where I have everything lifestyle, food, and media as well.